Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique.
Baby, let me tell y'all something. I was not prepared. I wasn't ready. None of that. For Southern Charm, New Orleans, okay? I'm like, well, all right, y'all done showed up and showed the fuck out. Let's go ahead and get into what took place. Y'all, Reagan has lost her damn mind, okay? Reagan has lost her damn mind. Tamika goes to Reagan's new house, all right? And of course, she has to mention how it's all the same furniture. I'm like, who the hell buys brand new furniture just because they move? Like, nobody does that. Like, I'm sure people do it sometimes when they have the money. But all in all, if you have nice, pretty furniture and you still enjoy the aesthetic, what are we changing furniture for? Tamika, okay, just say hello and sit your ass down. So Rachel comes too. Rachel brings a gift because y'all know Rachel is classy based, okay? Shout out to fucking Dineva. Tamika says that basically Reagan birthed 2 babies last night when she had the whole situation with the party and then Reese and Jeff, and then the fact that Tamika thinks that Reagan is hiding that she's secretly pregnant, which probably explains why she and Reese have rushed into things. Okay, that's the way it seems, that's the way it's coming off. So I see what Tamika coming from right there. Then they get into Kelsey and her extraness, and Kelsey annoys Tamika, and I'm gonna say like I said last time I reviewed this show, Tamika, you are just as fucking extra. Like, how dare you? Okay, Tamika says Reagan was too busy fronting like everything was okay to notice how extra Kelsey was being. I will say that I think that Reagan be fronting. I do think that Reagan be fronting. I agree, Tamika, she do be fronting. But at the same time, if your friend is a fronter, let her front until she ready to tell you the truth. I understand that's aggravating, especially when you think you're close to somebody and they telling everybody but you. I understand. But you know what that means? That means you gotta take a step back. Like I told you, reevaluate the situation. Y'all ain't as close as you thought y'all was. Now back up a off it, because you know, you don't need to even care that much. You got your family and your husband and everything you got going on at your house. Girl, look, you better learn how to not give a fuck about other people's situations, Tamika. Okay, this is just too much now. Tamika says, what do you want me to do, Reagan? You want me to just, you know, not say anything at all, even though I feel like it's not right? And Reagan says, yes, bitch, stop harassing me. Okay, she feels as if she's being harassed by Tamika because Tamika won't like let it go. She will keep saying, girl, you know something wrong with you. You know you feeling some type of way. Stop playing with me. Rachel in suggestion says, well, you know what, girl, as your friend, we feel like we haven't seen you grieve. So I guess that's what a misunderstanding is coming from. And she don't care, okay? She don't care about none of that. She grieved in private. She didn't need to show them what she was going through, and she's ready to let it go, and she wish everybody else would too, Tamika. And I kind of feel like Tamika need to let it go, because if you don't, you're going to make y'all friendship even worse, and she's still not going to tell you nothing. So just let it go. Jeff and John are playing ball together, and it's basically John's attempt to do the same thing that Rachel and Tamika are doing, but Jeff is a little bit more receptive to the conversation. But that's also because John Mooney is not, you know, putting pressure on him to talk about it. But they do discuss that there hasn't really been a breakdown, and it doesn't seem like there's actually been a differentiation in the relationship between when Jeff and Reagan were married versus now. You know, they're still claiming that everything's cool and they're friends, and just people don't believe the shit. Like it is, people do not believe the shit. Jeff says that Reagan was very controlling during their marriage, and when he finally expressed to her that he felt like he couldn't be himself, the marriage was over, and he's happy that it's over. And it's been 8 months since he had sex, and he's ready to get out there and find somebody new. And I feel like he reverts to that every time he's trying to hide the fact that he's in pain about this. Whether he was ready for the relationship to be over or not, that does not take away the fact that y'all relationship was a marriage. Okay, it is something to be grieved when things change in that way. And then on top of that, for Reagan to then get engaged to this guy so soon after the divorce, Jeff is already feeling it and trying to act like he's not. So now he's about to jump off the bridge on y'all. Okay, Reagan and Kelsey meet up. And at first they're talking about how awkward it was when Jeff took Reese to the side, but Reese thinks that Jeff is a cool guy, and the conversation went well. Then they get on Tamika. and Tamika's problem with Kelsey. And Kelsey's having a housewarming party, and she don't know if she want to invite Tamika to her party because she don't want her making her feel uncomfortable in her own house. All right. Now Reagan feels like Tamika isn't happy if her life isn't in turmoil, meaning it's all good when I'm coming to you for advice, but now that I'm handling things as a grown woman on my own, you have a problem. And I feel like a lot of female friendships work that way. Y'all get used to being a person that somebody leans on, and when they finally trying to handle a situation on their own in private, you feel slighted. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that people handle things however they feel like handling them. And just because you are her friend does not mean she needs to share things with you the way you see fit. It's the way she sees fit because it's her life. And I think Tamika needs to learn how to understand it. Tamika and Barry have a little, you know, date overnight situation out. I think they was in a French Quarter. I think they might have been somewhere else, but whatever they was getting, it sound good. I heard crab beignet, and I was like, oh yeah. What restaurant was that? Shit, I'm gonna have to rewind that and find out what restaurant that was because I missed it. But anyway, they discuss how their marriage has been very long and things have been difficult, but now that Tamika has changed her schedule, everything is better. They're having more sex. It's more, you know, alone time. Tamika's 2.0 and doesn't go off as quickly and has more patience with him and the kids, and it's all well and good. Okay, but they also tell us that they got conned for their wedding, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all didn't pick, you know, the people who everybody know. Like, you know, you don't just call no any old body to take the pictures at your wedding. So now she only got one picture of this beautiful wedding where everybody was crying because they were so in love and everything. And they also discuss the son Hunter and how, you know, there's kind of a disconnect and they want to spend more time with him. Then the daughter is about to become a teenager and, you know, start to work on everybody's nerves. So, you know, there's that discussion. Tamika says that Jared, y'all know that's the cousin gay husband. All that rhyme, okay? He wants her and Kelsey to meet up and talk it out. And I think that they need to. Barry says that he loves Kelsey and he thinks that she completes Justin. Okay, letting her know, girl, please leave that girl alone. So Jeff and John go shopping so he can play Dr. Phil and put loud ass tight clothes on Jeff, basically. That's the conversation. Now I don't understand why nowadays like grown ass men walking around with sweatshirts tied around their waist. Like, you know, we was kids and shit, it was cool. But when you a grown ass man, that just kind of seems you know, just it don't look good to me. It doesn't look good sometimes. I just be looking like, you know, when the sweatshirt be too big or doing the most, and the way, you know, the shirt be on top of it, like all of that. Like I wasn't feeling it. Like I was not feeling John Mooney's leopard print sweatshirt being tied around his waist. But you know what? Do you, John Mooney? It's your style, not mine, okay? And obviously, you know, the girls gravitate. John says that his issue with Jeff is him always telling a story about him and Reagan being friends. And it's like, how can y'all be friends if y'all haven't even given yourselves a chance to be divorced? You haven't taken the actual step yet. So Reagan goes to see Reese on the farm, and he's playing around with the horses and acting like he needs to show her something, and ultimately gets down on one knee on some rose petals in the middle of a field and proposes to her with a ring that her mama gave him after they was in cahoots for a while. So he's gotten approval in all of this. Okay, it's cute. All right. And of course, Reagan says yes. Okay, they will get married. He said that he regrets not making it official with her back in the day, and he's not gonna let her get away again. So that's why he wants to put a ring on it, and she's happy and elated and excited, and it's cute. He wants 10 kids. She said they need to talk about that. I said, I bet y'all do. Jerry, Kelsey, and Tamika seemingly meet up on one of the bayous. I thought it was Bayou St. John, but I'm not sure. Either way, they met up to talk. And Tamika says that at Reagan's party, she wanted everything to go right for her, and Kelsey was kind of being out of pocket. Kelsey says, look, at the end of the day, I don't want to ever feel like I'm being disrespected, and I felt like I was being disrespected. Tamika says, look, I know you feel like I have not liked you. She said, yeah, you haven't liked me since we first met. She was like, yeah, you think that? Like, yeah, bitch, like the fuck, why? You gonna act like you ain't know? Like, come on now. And she said she never felt like Tamika cared. And Tamika says, well, you know what, you're probably right. It may be the truth, but it's crass. And it seems like you know, you're not really trying to make an effort, you know. But ultimately, Tamika says that she likes her, she thinks she's good for Justin, and they should just go ahead and move on. Kelsey says that she's happy she said that, and now she can invite her to the housewarming party. And Tamika said she wasn't about to come in her house with the rah-rah. I said, child, I'll believe it if I see it. But then I saw the previews of next week's episode, and my assumptions are correct. Jeff and Reagan meet up so that she can tell him about her and Reese getting engaged. And y'all, Jeff did not take it well. Even though he wasn't saying it, he was like, ooh, I mean, ooh, like it just, he really couldn't vocalize how shocked he was, okay? And he asked, did she say yes? And she says yes. I said yes. And he's like, oh wow, like it's like he wants to say I'm happy for you, but the transition from we just divorced and I'm still trying to get over that to you are now marrying another guy, that shit is crazy to him. And he's having a hard time with that. And she asked if he's okay, and he says, yeah, you know, I wanted us to move on, and it's a relief. And I feel like Jeff is fronting. And Reagan is like, so is it really a relief for you? And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm ready to move on myself. So it's fine. You know, I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for you and Reese. If y'all love each other, go ahead and do y'all. And even though it's the right thing to say, that's not how he felt. And Reagan goes home and tells Reese that she told him, and he's feeling some type of way because he thinks that they're divorced. Why did you have to go and tell him anything? Y'all relationship is not the type of relationship that I'm comfortable with y'all having, basically. Reese says, you don't think there's any leftover pain between you and Jeff? And she's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, nah, girl, you know it's not fine. Jeff even said in the confessional that he felt like she's moving too fast. So I don't think that it's nothing. I think that she's lying to Reese to make Reese feel comfortable. But Reese says, look, they need to turn the page, okay? People be commenting about how much time she spends with Jeff and how he waited all of this time for them to, you know, break up after this divorce kept getting postponed, and he sat there and played second fiddle and wasn't invited to her brother's wedding and all of this because Jeff was gonna be there. And I'm like, oh, you showing us how much of an asshole you are, huh? You showing us how much of an asshole you are. He basically telling her she needs to hurry up and get over it. And what did she learn from that relationship? Because obviously whatever she was doing in that relationship didn't work. And I'm like, first of all, what happened in that relationship ain't got shit to do with whatever the fuck you know what I'm saying, like y'all got going on right now as far as what you saying. Like, her caring about him is not the issue in their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what he meant by that. But her issue is not that. Her issue is a whole nother thing. Her issue is that she actually doesn't deal with things. And you want her to just let something go when she's having a hard time actually letting it go. Which means y'all are moving too fast. And that's what makes me think that Tamika is right and they are pregnant. But anyway, I feel like Reese is an asshole. Like, how dare you tell her that she didn't get divorced fast enough for you? First of all, if that's what you wanted, you should have stayed your ass single and waited on somebody that wasn't married. But the fact that you decided to pursue her anyway means you signed up for whatever the fuck it is. So for you to sit there and berate her and then talk about, you know, you have a real job dealing with grown ass horses, you can't just sit around and sell jewelry, like that's all she does. And then when he apologized to her the next day, it wasn't an apology about how he demeaned her and disrespected her and basically told her what she does ain't shit. Fuck the law school and all of that. You sell jewelry. Like, he demeaned her. And you know what she did? She said, I'm not going to deal with this right now. Okay, I'm just not going to deal with this. He apologized for the way he came at her about Jeff. But to me, you needed to apologize for the way you came at her, period. Okay, Young Miami? You needed to apologize for the way you downed her. Y'all, it's raining hard as hell outside. I feel like he needed to apologize for trying to fuck with her self-esteem. And if this is about to be a pattern, this is somebody that is trying to get her into the mindset that she doesn't deserve him in some type of way. That he's better than her. Like, I see that happening in this relationship, and I just don't like it. And I feel like she has moved too fast. And as much as she's trying to fight against Tamika and everybody that's telling her she's moving too fast, it's the truth. It is the fucking truth. You are moving too fast. You are not emotionally ready to enter in a marriage with someone else when you're not even really over the first one like that. And I mean, may not be over the actual, okay, we're divorced. That just happened. Reagan, why would you push yourself into this corner? Like, it's crazy to me. So everybody's getting ready for the Halloween party, and they go out there to go on a ghost tour. And I love the ghost tours, the haunted house tours. Like, I always love to do shit like that. So everybody's dressed up. Reagan and Reese come dressed as Cleopatra and Anthony. Look, Anthony and Anthony. Or whatever his name was. Y'all know the one that Cleopatra left Caesar for. Mark Antony. Then Rachel and her man come as the queen and king of Mardi Gras. And then Kelsey and Justin come as ninjas, and Kelsey was serving in the bodysuit, bitch. Please believe me, serving. Okay, I was here for it. Then here comes Tamika and Barry, and she says she a voodoo queen, but she looked like one of the ghosts from Santeria. Like, I don't know what she think a voodoo queen looked like, but to me, that looked like Santeria with, you know, around the eyes and shit. Like, that's not really in, you know, I mean, people do that, but I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe she seen, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean or some shit and felt the voodoo had to be the white around the eyes and all of this. But I thought that was Santeria. My bad. They all get there, and this is when Reagan decides to announce that she and Reese are engaged. And everybody gets quiet. Everybody is just standing there. And Tamika is like, what? What? She feeling some type of way about the fact that she didn't know before everybody else knew. Justin and everybody else feels like they moving way too fast. And Rachel just says, well, I'm going to say congratulations. I was just, you know, surprised and taken aback for a moment, but congratulations, okay? And that was that. But, y'all, why even start off the day like that? Why start off the situation like that? I was just looking at her like, wow, you doing a lot. And I feel like no matter what Reagan says, everything she's doing is to showcase to everybody that she's okay. And it proves Tamika's point even more. I mean, Tamika might be, you know, doing the most, but she's not wrong. She is really not wrong. Tamika says they done. We're done. I'm done. It's over. I said, girl, look, I definitely would take a step back, but I would have took a step back a long time ago. That's just me. But anyway, y'all, they really got me tonight, girl. I was insane. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see y'all in the next one.